Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel for Flosstube number 37. Boy, these weeks go really quick. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you like going through mine and my daughter's projects with us every week, and you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we upload. And if you're a regular viewer, welcome back. This week has been really busy with cross stitch. I have really found that these challenge groups have done me wonders. My Once Upon a Fairy Tale has been a massive focus this week. I even surprised myself when I was adding up the numbers. So I've got quite a few to show you. Like I said, it's been amazing what these challenge groups have done to help me. So I'm glad I'm taking part. No news on baby yet. I know everyone's going to be wondering. I do keep in regular contact with them. I text her nearly every day. How's things? How's it going? We think she's in slow labour. She's had a lot of backache. She's been having a lot of tightenings with sort of a little bit of like period cramp pains. So I think she's slowly getting there. It's just slow labour's a long thing, isn't it? But if not, I think not this weekend, but next weekend, the end of October. If she hasn't gone into labour by then, they will induce her because she is humongous. I pray for her sake it's all water. So yeah, we're still waiting. We're on the edge of our seats. I keep texting, how's it going? And just, she must get fed up with me asking. But anyway, when I know, you'll know. So I will crack on now with my cross stitch to show you what I've been up to this week. Most of them have only been worked on because of challenge groups. So I shall start with, let's do the first one, Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I'll get that out of the way just because that's written at the top of my paper. Sorry, Em. So you guys know I've given up with my tablet. It's too much trying to flick between things on the pattern keeper and the glare anyway. So this is the Once Upon a Fairy Tale, and the sun's out today. Nearly every time I sit to do a video, it's raining. It rained this morning and then this afternoon the sun's come out, so it's all good today. So yeah, that's Once Upon a Fairy Tale, and this actually covered, I think, 2 of my challenges. The first one was stitch on something that has a tree or branches in it. And I can't remember why. And there was a prompt saying, you know, you were supposed to be stood up. Okay, this week, where did I put it? 3,123 stitches. I surprised myself this week. As if I just, I did have it all set up, so it was up perfectly, and you could see, and it's flocked. I get sick of tightening these things. Anyway, I think I've got it. If not, we'll make it work. Oh yeah, that's better. So, till I pull it, I got a bit more of this blue done. I think I did most of that black over there. Then there's this really gorgeous purple colour up in the sky here. That was a lot of block 1 colour, that was. But that's why I think I got so much done, because it was just, I could just sit and stitch without having to constantly change colours. So I think this is the start of page 7, and it goes 8, 9, maybe 10, I'm not sure, but it's had a lot of work this week, and I am still looking forward to carrying on this week. That prompt required 250 stitches, and the second one, stitch on a piece that has smoke or a chimney. It had neither, but I tied it in because there's a dragon breathing fire in the picture, and where there's fire, there's smoke. So that was another 250 stitches, but as you can tell, I did way more than that. Okay, which is all good. Every stitch counts. Let's just move those out of the way. I don't want to lose those. The next thing, Riley's Avengers. So rather than getting the tablet out and constantly changing the picture, I printed a cover sheet off for all of them. So a lot easier. This is the Avengers piece from Tilton Crafts, and it says Art Remaster by Ced Richter. So I am still in all this black right here. It's a lot of black. So this is where I am at the moment, and I got 320 stitches done on this one. Why do I feel like I did more than that? It probably does feel a lot more when it's black, isn't it? As you notice, which Alma noticed as well, I'd drawn these little squares all the way up here. Now what I'd actually done was, I've moved the hoop since then, but this was the top and I couldn't go no further with the black. And these squares here that are just, I knew they were black as well, but I knew there was the odd square here and there in it that isn't black. So I outlined the ones that aren't black so that I can still carry on mindlessly stitching while I'm watching a telly or watching Flosstubes, and I can just carry on. But now I've moved the hoop as well, I can fill these ones in. The one with lines in is a complete black square, 10 by 10 square, and the others are just the odd stitch that isn't. I do this every week. Once Upon a Fairy Tale, it's stitched on 25 count easy grid fabric. Riley's is stitched on, he's my son if you're new to my channel, he's 9 and he loves Avengers. This is stitched on 18 count Ada, just plain white. That was the second time I started it. I had initially started it on 22. Are you having trouble with that fabric there? I can hear your needles squeaking. So that fitted. Both of these were Enchanted stitching, by the way. Stitch on a piece that is calming for you. Well, the black, it's mindless stitching while I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing on the telly. So it's easy, and I like that. So that fitted that prompt. That was 250 stitches, but I carried on and did a few more. Because I find once I get a project out, even if I didn't feel like doing it before, once I've got into it, I can just keep going. And as I said in my ribbon chat on Wednesday, I had an accident because I was too busy trying to rush to get back to my cross stitch, and I rushed into the kitchen to quickly see to the tea in the oven, you know, give the tray of, I don't know what it was in the oven, roasters or chips or something. But I went in to give them a shake up and burnt myself because I was in so much of a rush. I caught the edge of the tray down my arm. And boy, did that sting for a few days. But it's healing nicely, it's doing well. So that is Riley's. Learnt my lesson, I shall not rush to see to the tea next time. I'll zip that up in a minute. Okay, the next thing I worked on, and I've left it in the basket. Hello.
What is it?
The Halloween one, it's in one of these. You'll see the fabric in the front, because I don't have a project bag for it at the moment. That'd be the one. This is Stitchonomy. Yeah, Stitchonomy. It was a free sale, and you just had to give me your email address and she sends you a picture every day in October. And this fitted the prompt where it says stitch from a pattern that was recommended to you. One of my subscribers, Paula, who I have quite a lot of contact with actually, and it's really good. She recommended this one to me, and you get one of these little boxes every day. I am behind, I'm aware it's the 23rd today, so I am behind. I've only done like 13, so I have got some catching up to do, but it fitted, like I said, it just fitted the prompt because it said stitch on something that someone recommended to you, so I did. Oh, that shows up really well. So for that prompt I did the wolf here, the red moon, the blood red moon I think it's called. I then also did the bat. Took me a while to sit there and count the stitches in these, you know. I should have counted them as I did them and then just marked it on each sheet. But I'm not doing too bad. Each one, it only takes like an hour, maybe, not even that. This is stitched on 28 count. I think it's even weave. And it's 2 over 2, full cross. I don't think I have partial stitches actually. I think they are actually all full. So yeah, I'm still enjoying that one. That's another one that I kind of pick up when I've got like a spare half an hour or something. I'll just grab a sheet and whiz one out. The next thing, this was for magical stitching. Stitch on something with wings. Well, that was easy. This was Snapdragon Stitches on Facebook, the butterfly sale. I am 2 behind because I think this one's just come out. Why have I not? I think I threw out the wrong cover sheet. I print out a new one every time a new butterfly comes out. I think I've kept the wrong one because this one's out as well now. But anyway, 200 stitches on something with wings, so that fitted. Come on. So I'm not sure about that other count now. Is it 28 count? I know this one is because Paula recommended this one to me as well. This is on 28 count and it is 2 over 2. And for the 200 stitches, these white stitches and French knots were missing on this one. I've still got to put some on this one. So I finished that and then I stitched this butterfly, which was actually, I think, 300 odd stitches. You wouldn't think so to look at it. But I've got to do the next box and these 2 butterflies. But when I've done this one, that's halfway, I think. I think so. I think it's 9 butterflies in total. But that's quite an easy one as well, just sort of a pick up in between. I love adding the names underneath. It makes it look really, really nice. But anyway, that's that one. Like I said, I only needed 200 stitches for that, but 300 and something. The next one, stitch a design that starts with a P or a H. Well, obviously Pandemic was going to come out then. Oh, that's for that. So, now I really surprised myself with this one. I know you've all seen it before, but I'll show it again. I am actually there. The last time you saw it, I think I'd done that side of those bobbly things, and halfway down here I have actually done 897 stitches. The day I got it out, I only needed 200 stitches, but you know, when you start something, you get into that zone and you're motivated. Well, that's what happened, and I ended up stitching it till bedtime, so hence the 897 stitches. Yes, that was only in one day, so that's quite shocking. This is stitched on 22 count. Ada, 1 over 1. And like I said, last time you saw it, I had done that side there, and I was part way, I think halfway down this third one. So this week in one day, I went all the way around, and then I dropped in and filled most of this. I think that section right there was done, just there, and I filled the entire rest of the thing, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. I did not want to put it down, and it's looking good. I wish now though that I'd been a bit braver and stitched it in something other than black. Like Ellie, she's grinning at me. Just to kind of break it. I mean, I know it looks gorgeous in black. I'm not denying that. But I've seen a lot of people where they've done like the outside of the motifs black and then they filled them in with like red or pink, and it looks absolutely amazing. So that was that prompt. I haven't finished all my prompts, by the way. Enchanted stitching, I've done them all. Magical stitching, I've got stitch on something that requires 2 skeins of the same colour. And I've chosen, although I haven't touched it yet, I've got about till Sunday to do it, is the Linen and Threads Mystery Sal, because that's all in 115 Garnet, DMC. And I think I'm about 4 skeins of floss in now, so that will cover that one when I get it out. Then there's also stitch on something that you think the in-between would look like. I don't know, I'm going to have to get creative with that one. And the last one, which I still have to do, is stitch on something that you would like to inherit. So, I'll show you, but I haven't finished the prompt yet. But I chose this one. Who wouldn't like to inherit a gorgeous set of pearls? So I chose Felicia by Hannah Disney, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I need 200 stitches, and I think I'm actually close to that now. This is where I'm at. All of this black's been done, and then there was a bit of yellow. If I come in a bit closer, these yellow patches up here, I filled all them in as well. So, but I wanted to do something other than yellow and green, so I've dropped down a bit and I've started the outline of her hair and her hand. No, just her hair. I haven't got as far as her arm yet. So yeah, and this one, 27, it's either 27 or 28 count, 1/1. I like doing 1/1, I've actually got quite used to it. Right, I've got bits everywhere. That's it for my stitching for this week. Ellie, she's been a bit hit and miss this week with her stitching. They found new games. Among Us is one of them, and Pet Simulator is another one. I think that's a Roblox game. Yeah. When they find a new game, there's no talking to them because they're just so focused on their game. So she hasn't done too much, but she has touched them. So I'll show you the one she's touched. I won't show you the pandemic chart again because you've already seen it, but that's one she's touched this week. You've only done the black though, haven't you? What? All right, then you can have that back. Leaving her strands everywhere. She's only been working on that black. I know she'd done half of that last week, I think.
Yeah.
So she's just carried on the black, I think, because she doesn't like doing it so much, so she gets it out the way. Yeah. So she just needs to come back now and carry on with the colour, because it was looking great. You need this heart just to complete that one. So yeah, that's 14 count Ada, just plain white, I think. Whoa, that's a lot of fabric. Anyway, the second thing she's worked on is her gloomy house, which I don't have a picture for. Oh, no, not gloomy house.
Emerald City.
Emerald City. See, she knows better than I do.
I have the picture.
Of course you do, yeah. See, I think I'm all planned and ready before I, hit that record button, but never. Something always pops up. This is from Owl Forest Embroidery, called Emerald City. It was a stitch along, I think, last year. So, no, this side. Ellie's been working across this first page, which I think ends just by the dog. I think so, anyway. Let's get it closer, you can see better. So she's already done the house, the tornado, the star, and the bottom, the dog, her legs, and the blue of her dress. I think I did that for her. She's now done the white, which I'm a little bit... We should have thought about that.
Yeah.
We already knew about the fairy that was going to be in white. She's decided to do it blue. But I completely forgot about Dorothy's dress. You've got to outline the dress in blue. So that might help. So again, this is 14 count. I just happen to have an abundance of 14 count. And this is where she is. So she's... That light keeps changing. She's filled in all the white squares in this dress. And let me turn it this... There you go. You can see it now, the top of Dorothy's dress. She doesn't like doing too much at once on this. Not sure why. But it's looking good. Page 1's almost completely finished. There really isn't a lot left, is there?
No.
No, there's just Dorothy to finish and it's like a snowflake up by her head. I know it's not a snowflake.
And the dog's eye.
And the dog's eye.
The dog's missing an eye.
That's it for hair stitching. I've still got...
You're welcome.
She's done that while I've been chatting to you guys. This is her gloomy house. And she got not fed up doing down here, but she actually wanted to now jump up and start working her way down. So I've had to grid just to the top to find out where the top square is. And that's what she's done while we've been having a chat. And that's just like the sky, clouds or whatever it is that's at the top. I don't have a picture for this one. Okay. That's it for stitching for both of us. I've still got challenges to complete, which means I will get to touch almost all of my projects by the end of the weekend, which I'm excited about. The only other thing to say is I popped on Facebook the other day. By the way, links to my Facebook and my Instagram are in the description box because my Instagram is not my channel name because I wanted to include Ellie in it. So I've called it Tracy_Ellie2020. Links will be down below anyway, so no need to worry about that. Anyway, I popped on Facebook and somebody said about Tilton Crafts were having a 50% off. Yeah, I think it was 50% off on their charts. So I jumped on. And this one, in the end, I think it cost me £6.30 something. But the reason I purchased this is purely for memories. When I was young, I want to say about Ellie's age, so maybe 11 or 12, I remember a programme that used to be on the telly called The Munsters. Oh my gosh, how could I not? So I bought this. And this is artwork by Daniel Kordek and charted by Tilton Crafts. And I am so excited. I'm not even fussed. Normally I look at 310 and go, oh my goodness. But it didn't faze me because I know there's, would you believe there's 60 colours in this chart? I looked at it and thought, there'll be a few because you've got a few greys and black and then a bit of orange and whatever down here and yellow. But there's 60 colours. So that shocked me. So over the next couple of weeks, I am going to be purchasing the fabric and the threads that I need for it. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I really, really, really can't wait. It just brings back so many memories. His artwork is amazing because that's pretty true. It looks exactly like them. I can't wait. So that was my little bit of haul this week. Which, thank you to someone on Facebook for mentioning it. I can't remember who it was. But if I hadn't have seen that, I wouldn't have known. So, anyway. That's it. That's everything. That's haul. Plans for next week. Well, the weekend is going to be catching up on the other 2 prompts that I haven't finished yet. I've already signed up for January's and some of next year's challenges. I've signed up for the 21 in 21, so that means 21,000 stitches next year, which won't be a problem. My Once Upon a Fairy Tale, I only started it, I think, back in January this year. I'm certain it was January because that's right about the time I think I started my Flosstube. And I've done something like 47,000, so 21 and 21 is not going to be an issue. I don't even know if it's meant to be on the same project or if you can mix it up, but I want it to be my Once Upon a Fairy Tale because that'll get a lot of work. So other than, I still got to finish the wedding sampler for my brother and his new wife. I stitched it up, I just haven't done anything with it yet. I've got to find some fabric. So that'll probably be a goal for this week coming. And then just when the challenges are released on a Sunday, then it's on with the challenges for next week. And I've still got Keegan's blanket to do. It's sitting there staring at me. I've got to order some wool, which I think I'm going to do this afternoon because I need to get that done and off to him before Christmas. Okay, guys. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We really, really appreciate it. Hello, Luna. Come here, baby. Oh, this is my Luna, my fur baby. She's like, no, I want to go down. Say hello. Say hello. She's our rescue. She was bold when we got her. Completely bold. Hello, baby. Anyway, I'm trying to say tra. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload my videos. Any comments, any questions, leave them down below. Me and Ellie sit and go through the comments together, being as she's part of this now. She's just too young to appear on the video yet, I think, so give it a few years. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a safe weekend, more importantly, but enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you next week. Take care, guys. Bye.